One of these two are going to join the likes of Snoot, Wellmoo, and Igas for day 2. And the other sadly just going to fall out of the tournament and earn nothing for it. So spawning the bottom right corner of the map, this guy is proven to be the king of lings today. It's going to be the orange Zerg player, Moosegills.
The top left as the red Zerg, it's Mind Sanity's Kane.
Ooh, a bit of payback, perhaps.
Yeah, he's got balls.
Now, this pool timing is not for... I mean, it's not going to be banelings coming out of this. When you go for Zerglings this early, you're really hoping that, A, your opponent's going to go for the hatchery first, right? That you can just knock down. Or even just a hatchery, period, that you can knock down. Trying to get drone kills with 6 lings off this sort of count is hard to really equalize that drone count. But again, like 8 pools, 10 pools, and 13 pools seem to be the best for cheese, and anything else outside of that just does not work. So I've got some faith that he could get some good damage with this. I would love if he went like full suppy, by the way, and went for Spinecrawler Rush 2 behind it.
Yeah, we wish. Moosegills does go for the pool first, however, so not impossible to do damage, but it definitely helps Moosegills. I don't know if Kane noticed, because I haven't really noticed either, if they both are going for 15 hatches consistently, and that's why he decided to throw it in at the last game, or he's just simply taking a really big chance. But so far, it doesn't look that good. We'll see what happens. See if maybe he cancels the hatchery, or he should, and then maybe gets a nice little maybe scares Moosegills more than anything. Gets his own hatchery up, because it's not. Well, he does get a gas. He does get a gas. It's still. Well, he's off from getting like a Bailey nest, go for the speed, but.
I think speed would be a little bit more what you would expect out of this. But that's a lot of lings dedicated, so it's not just 6 for harass and 6 to get ahead and get a couple of drones to sort of accelerate your own early game. He's really putting it into it. Now, unfortunately, because Kane's going to have to deal with Moosegills' own Zerglings, he can't stick around too long because the drone pool gives Moosegills that huge advantage. Yeah,
well, the drone pool just stops it from getting killed or really, really, really low. He will win with the drones. He's just going to lose with the drones.
Really, really ridiculously low looking. I mean, if Kane kills 1 or 2 more, that's great. It evens up the drone count, but the problem is Moosegills is still going to end up being that hatchery above Kane. And an extra hatchery goes a long way into ZvZ.
4 more lings from Moosegills is going to be pretty perfect to feel comfortable. You know, you don't see any more lings coming out yet from Kane, your Overlord.
I mean, this is... Speed doesn't add any damage, obviously. It doesn't increase attack speed, doesn't increase the actual physical damage output, but it does let the lings choose the battles. It lets them surround a lot easier. Kane should be able to take pretty good fights with that speed advantage, because he's going to have that speed advantage for a long time.
Yeah. Well, he has control over the game, even if he doesn't look so hot without a hatchery. That speed's going to give him the options that Moosegills doesn't really have. Moosegills has just kind of resigned himself to being the defender, as he himself has no gas. He's going to go for more queens, probably, and then gas a little bit later.
Okay, well, I'm, There's no way for Moosegills to really get up here and see whether gas was taken or not. That's really unfortunate. I mean, there are some builds like this that are just, you know them, so in the back of his mind, he might just be assuming Kane took gas and assuming he's getting speed out. And if that's the case, you get, I think that faster wall down, maybe 3 Evo Chambers, the Roach Worm, whatever you need. But unfortunately, Coda does require that creep spread, and the Queens would, I think, much rather save that for transfuses.
Yeah, I think he knows just all based off, how late the hatchery was. That's, differences you probably pick up on being Zerg all your programming career, but lings bypassed lings, a little bit awkward. Moosegills will just have to hold with his queens, which says it's not a problem as the Spinecrawler is also finished.
Yeah, I mean, the speed advantage is no good if there's no running around. Everyone's just standing in place to fight. Good luck, have fun. These 2 lings do get to the main. Not going to reveal too much, though. Kane still, he does have that drone lead, but the hatchery behind still really just making it hard for Kane.
It does, but Moosegills, he hasn't really... He never got gases until just now, so that's pretty late. And it wasn't like he got a ton more drones because of it, which is what you would expect, or make a ton more queens, only 1 extra queen. I think just buying time, making Moosegills afraid to, do I get lings or do I get drones, getting an extra Spinecrawler. It all adds up, and that Kane is looking okay here.
How have we not jumped on this more? Every time I make a buying time pun, and it's like the watch tournament that we're casting right now, I mean...
How do we really fit that in smoothly, though?
No, I'm
Like he's
just saying.
buying time with his new JORD watch.
No, I didn't mean like you have to sell it. I just mean like that's so perfect the way it sort of sets itself up, right?
Oh, okay.
Buying time and saving money. There you go.
Not useful.
That's the sell.
Not a pun. I was gonna get here and scout.
Well, actually, what's that? You're like speaking of Harry Potter earlier. What's that stupid thing? That
Time turner.
There you go. There you go. Can't get a time turner. Next best thing is buying time with links. Here in the JORD Invitational, watch this tournament.
That fits. It kind of fits. It's not a. I think it's not a watch though. It's actually an hourglass and like a bunch of. Okay, anyways.
I don't give a single fuck. Like, was not, the accuracy was not the point.
Whatever.
Alright, Overseer is going to get towards the main. Queens are kind of out of position. He's pushed them off, so it's kind of hard for Kane to see what exactly is coming. But anytime you see Queens start getting really out of the base and really aggressive to pick up Overlords, I think every Zerg player red flags that is okay, something's coming my way. But in that regard, it's kind of a bit of a bluff coming out of Moosegills. You know, it doesn't send that many lings over. It's a couple to scout, maybe harass the third a little bit if Kane had no units, but Kane does have units. The other big thing here that we didn't really touch base on is because, and specifically because Moosegills chose not to invest in Zergling speed. It's not an accident. He didn't forget. It gives him the faster +1. It gives him better roaches. It gives him more roaches. And if Kane were going for roaches himself, this would actually go really poorly for Kane. But because he's got mutas, it's a different game altogether.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be the one that got a third canceled. He is supposed to be the one that cancels the third once or even twice or even 3 times, depending on what Moosegills is going to do with these roaches. And unfortunately, that buys time for Moosegills to get that third a little bit healthier and send roaches over there to make sure that it isn't canceled. Unfortunately, it's only going to stop the cancel from the lings. I don't know if he's realized that Kane is going for the mutas this time, so a bit of a swap.
Yeah. Role reversal entirely. I mean, I really applaud Moosegills' choice. I love the fact that he skipped over speed to get the roaches out sooner, to get the roaches out better and stronger. Because a lot of the time, too, these Mutalisk builds, like what Kane's doing, we see the roach warren on the way. You transition backwards into it afterwards. So Moosegills has already got that leg up for when he has to fight later on. But Kane is going to reveal the mutas here in a moment. I don't know if he on purpose flew past the Overlord or not, but, you know, what's up?
Let's get targeting down these roaches. I'm not sure where the roaches thought they were going. The long way around, as slow as they are. Speed just about to kick in. There he goes. But this is just a loss of roaches. This was. Oh, maybe it's just a. Oh, it was a deflection, man. He's going to the middle. That was a fake. It still might be able to kill a couple of drones. Just coincidentally, that's still 3 roaches alive. And they'll kill the drones at the third base as well as potentially just kill Kane here. Kane, 10 roaches of his own are on the way. But they don't have upgrades. They're gonna come at one at a time.
I think the links holding them in place though is gonna be a huge benefit. The Mutalist is trying to clean this up, but this classic situation where like Moosegills is guaranteed to get some damage. It's Kane's job to minimize how much damage gets dealt.
Yeah. The drones at the third, I think, were picked off. There weren't many, but still 4 down, plus all the ones he's losing just by having to clean up all of the roaches. And Moosegills is not on a bad economy himself. He didn't sacrifice a third base for this. He just needs to get a couple more drones, and he'll be perfectly fine. Like, he took a lead from this, and now Kane has to kind of catch up. I mean, he does have the muta still alive, so maybe he starts killing off overlords, or maybe an important tech building here and there. But he did take damage from that. Spur crawlers, I mean, that would be helpful, but there are 4 queens and a lot of transfuse that these mutas shouldn't be able to like snowball or anything. They're looking for minimal amounts of damage. So this overlord, the overlord off the left, that's a big deal.
Kane has a similar roach count coming into this. It's not crazy. It's not elite. Oh my god, but he's gonna get the roach horde. If he does, this is gonna be huge. Queens are gonna come back to try and defend this. Kane is falling back.
I don't know why he's falling back. He may have just recognized he didn't have enough roaches himself. I don't know if he saw the roaches of his opponent.
That was such an FU transfuse just now.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the pullback, but
so ultimately,
the game has stabilized. Yeah.
Well, but Kane still has more workers, right? Now, he didn't exactly kill a gajillion drones on the other side of the map, but what I look for this is, like, we see, again, players like Bly do this all the time, so this is not a style unfamiliar to us at Base Trade TV. You get some early mutas, you get map control by knocking down all the overlords, you harass a little bit and prevent counterattacks. I mean, I love the idea of doing this. I just don't think Kane actually got the most effectiveness out of this. But the nice thing is when the fight comes down later and it's 2-2 or 2-0 versus 2-0 and they have similar roaches, those 5-6 mutas will add just that little bit of extra damage sometimes. They can really tip the scales of those roach fights.
You know, despite Kane being the one that dedicated so much gas into the Spire and the mutas, he's the one with like the much more impressive production tab. He is getting the Overlord speed might be kind of whatever, but the +2 Tumbling Claws and Burrow, which Moosegills does already have, but that +2 is really what I'm looking at. I'm just like, is Moosegills just not going to get it? He's going to try and like go almost all in here, or are you just hoping that it's not going to matter?
It's a huge roach leech from Moosegills, though, at the end of the day. So, I mean, these mutas have really got to pay for themselves. They've really got to do work. It's even upgrades. I mean, a lot of Moosegills roaches are coming across the map, and a lot of Moosegills roaches just pop. Defender's advantage for Kane is looking fantastic. There's going to be a little bit of annoyance here with some of these cloaked ones, or not cloaked, but I mean burrowed ones. But the Spine Crawler will push this off.
Yeah, I love that he put the Overseer there. Hopefully he won't like press the select all units key.
What?
What? With the mutas do a little bit of chasing. They helped out. I mean, not by much, but they helped out in that fight. And Moosegills wasn't able to break through, and he'll now be at an upgrade disadvantage.
Yeah, the upgrade still. I mean, one level of upgrade is not exactly devastating. Kane doesn't suddenly overcome Defender's advantage when attacking the Moosegills because he's got 2-0 versus 1-0, but still, it's going to help a lot for the fights, generally speaking. Even though the mutas aren't really killing a lot of the roaches, softening a lot of them up could be really good. Moosegills comes into a fight where he thinks he's got 50 roaches, but if half of them are in the red before that fight begins, it doesn't matter.
Did Moosegills see that?
I don't know, but Kane's healing up his roaches. He might be setting up a trap. Nope. Just healing. Just healing.
Is Moosegills really trying to bring these queens across the map? Yes, he is. They're continuing their long trek across.
They got a lot of transfuses. I don't think it's such a terrible choice. It's better than sitting at home spreading creep.
The upgrade and the supply, it's really going in favor of Kane here. I mean, he's up by 15 drones as well, so his economy is booming. And I think Moosegills has been affected by the curse.
Maybe. I mean, it is 49 roaches to 32. There's the superior upgrade lead. Queens be damned. He focused them down immediately. Can't transfuse if you're not alive in the first place. He's going to push this back, and these mutas still get... Like, I wish we had damage meters in StarCraft 2 sometimes. I would love to know just how much damage they've done over the course of the game. Constantly hitting roaches, picking off what they can here and there. And now the roaches are going to come do the killing blow. There's a Spine Crawler getting down, and there's still a lot of roaches. But 29 versus 56? I don't think Defender's advantage could possibly take this on at an upgrade deficit, no less.
Those drones are trying to help out, man. They will go back to mining. Mistakes were made. GG.
Kane is going to prove that the curse is a real thing, but more importantly, finish second place in the group and get out of this group alive. He's won what is essentially $50 at this point because that's the minimum payout for fourth place, and he'll move on to play in the semifinals and the finals tomorrow. I think his opponents. I gotta actually go look at the brackets because it's winners versus loser, winner versus loser, right? And it's, I think Kane fights against Snoot. I think Agus plays Wellmoo.
Yes.
Yeah, because Snoot won. Okay, there we go. Brain things, right? So that's going to be pretty sick because that guarantees a no mirror matchup finals. I'm totally okay with that. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in today. Today was a lot of fun. We got some really good matches. I hope the JORD folks are happy with the way it's gone so far for just day one. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow we got day 2, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The timestamps on the Team Liquid thread are localized, so if you're logged into Team Liquid, it'll show you your local time, so you don't have to be like, 10 plus 6 is Europe, no, that's 1, 2, like, I hate time zones. So, check out the Team Liquid thread for the easiest way to figure out what's going on. Again, thank you to the folks at JORD for getting involved. Big shout out to Jansoon, he's been doing AMA all day. This guy's been a boss, answering all your questions about the watches. And if you haven't, make sure you enter the contest. Once again, !watch contest. That's one word, not two. Watch contest to get a link to it. They are not going to spam you. He's promised me that people aren't going to get spammed if you write your email in there. It's strictly so they can contact you if you win the code for the $200 on their website. It's not some gimmick either where it's like you get $200 if you buy another watch. It's just straight up $200, guys. So these wood watches look sick. Hopefully you'll get to buy one and win one tomorrow as a viewer. And I do want to stress once again, we'll be announcing the winner at Game 1 of the finals. So it's going to be a real shame if you win and are not here to claim it by the time Game 2 starts. Because if you're AFK for all of Game 1 and you won and you don't claim that prize in chat, we're going to move on to the next person on that list. So make sure you guys are here for tomorrow in the finals. That being said, commercial break. We'll come back. We'll say our goodbyes as we classically do. Then we'll host somebody to end the evening. Thank you guys for sticking through this incredibly long day of casting with us, and we'll see you in 2 minutes.